it's TCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. Today we're opening up a Surging Sparks booster box early. That's right, this set actually comes out on November 8th and it comes back with some new archetypes that we can build around. So stuff like the Pikachu EX, the Terrorization Pokemon right there, Supercharged as mentioned here, Ceruledge also part of it, Latias EX bringing free retreat, and Archuladon as well. So new decks means more fun, and it's going to be shaking up the meta a little bit, not too much. The only way we're going to have a truly shaken up meta is if we actually have a rotation. I don't even know when rotation will be taking place, but for now, these will be joining the meta game. So we have Pikachu, Latias with some free retreats, we have Archuladon, and there's also a little Executor, which can be a nice inclusion into the Regidrago VSTAR deck. All right, let's take a look at the booster pack artworks. I also did not go to a pre-release for this set as I was getting a box early. So these are actually the booster pack artworks. We have Latios up in the back, Archuladon, a little Executor, and then the Terrestrialization Pikachu. So let's dive into the set already. The chase cards is, there's a couple of them out there. There's also a lot of Ace Spec cards in the set. And I also want to let you know that I already made a top 20 best cards video. At any given point in the video, if you enjoyed the content, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button and subscribe for more daily Pokemon TCG videos heading your way. So we have the first pack. Let's just go through it like this. As we know, this booster pack always comes back with some new artworks, definitely with new sets. So we're going to be taking a look at them quite closely. There is the Call Bell. You can only use this card if you go second and only on your first turn. You can search your deck for a supporter card. So this could be used in combination with stuff like Professor Sada or something you really want on your very first turn. Miraidon. So more and more future and ancient Pokemon are still being printed, which is nice. Drayton, Sigilyph, and there's already an illustration card here. The Clobopus. Look how cool it actually is. I definitely need to get myself some sleeves. As mentioned, the video is always sponsored by DragonShield.com. If you want to have Dragon Shield product, you can get 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOS5. The rare here is going to be Cofagrigus. Yo, that's quite the tongue twister right here. And ideal for Halloween as well with the Law of the Underworld. So it's going to be putting 6 damage counters on each Pokemon that has an ability. That can be pretty devastating, definitely in combination with something like a Frostlass. So our first hit, Clobopus. I don't know how much it goes for, but it's a nice card regardless. I don't think it will ever see play, but it's super nice for collectors to actually have. Let's. There are also some codes right here, so if you guys want to use them, if you're looking for more codes, you can always head over to PokeTownStore.com and of course use the sweet coupon code ZAPDOSTCG for a whopping 5% off on TCG Live code cards. Magnezone, Goldango, there is a Tauros, and Eternatus. This Eternatus makes me actually think, I didn't mention it in my top 20 best cards video, but it does come back with an attack that slaps 230, and you can actually combine this with Mirage Gate. So 230, maybe a full-on Eternatus deck that could be happening. I don't know if it is better than any other Mirage Gateable Pokemon, but yeah, there are of course the cards that people want to be using, and the Lost Box decks, mostly Roaring Moon, Iron Hands, Blood Moon are the cards that are typically used. Okay, moving forward, let's dive into it. We have Shallows, Dedenne, Mankey, Zebstrika, Wuchan, Meddling Mimo, okay, or Memo. Your opponent counts the cards in their hand. Shuffles those cards and puts them on the bottom of the deck. If they draw any, they draw that many cards. So you actually reset your opponent's hand. Interesting. Magneton is one of those Pokemon that people are a little bit scared of, as it blows itself up and accelerates energies from the discard pile. So we were missing Flaffy from Evolving Skies in Miraidon decks, but now with Magneton, we're actually going to have an extra way to get energies back. The Rolodon here, and then we have this one. It's going to be Heydragon EX. So look at that. The colors on that are really vibrant, and it's going to be one of those Pokemon that's going to be bench wiping. Is it better than just playing Dragapult EX and using Kyurem? Probably not. It's a really hassle to get this off. Luckily, we also gain counter gain returns to the format, and we still have Dark Badge and Neo Upper Energy. So in theory, you can get this attack off in one turn, but if the people will slap down Manaphy, who even get a Darkness Energy on top of that, if they slap down Manaphy, it is all over for the deck. So currently not performing that well in Japan. So people will need to crack the code to make Hydreigon great. I think the most successful decks from this new set are Archuladon and Ceruledge. All right, another code, guys. Here you go. Let me know what you got with the code, by the way. Okay. This Rotom, the Menace, allows you to actually discard all the items and tool cards in the opponent's hand. Really, really disruptive, but I currently don't see a room for it, as most decks playing lightning energies are very aggro. Think about Miraidon and Raging Bolt. Dusk Ball, super nice. I could be seeing myself playing this in Lugia, as it is a great ball, but then from the bottom of the deck, you look at the top, the bottom 7 cards of your deck instead of the top 7. So that could be really useful if you get Ionut and you know exactly that there is a Luminion on the bottom of the deck or a Pokemon you actually want. Dusk Ball can be helping out. Colbur Berry allows you to slap 60, actually take 60 less damage from your opponent's Darkness type Pokemon. So interesting. Attack for Charizard, baby. Vigoroth, Simisear, and a Tapu Lele. It's been a while since we've seen Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele GX. Who remembers that one? That were great times, by the way, because Wonderjack. I know we now have Luminion, but Luminion is almost never attacking, whereas Tapu Lele GX back in the day was actually doing quite the muckus with its crazy attack, with only requiring a DTE or a double turbo energy, or actually double DCE. Yeah, double Carlos was it back in the day. Lysia's Appeal here. A Balsasaurus, while having confusion as well, but only targets the opponent's basic Pokemon. But you do confuse them. So against aggro decks, you can put them into a confused status. TM Fluorite, Serrano, and Iron Crown. As mentioned, more future Pokemon and ancient Pokemon are in the set as well. It's probably going to be one of the last sets having these cards, because we're going to go all the way into an era with trainers, owners Pokemon. Think about Team Rocket's Pokemon as well as gym leaders. So there's that. Klefki, Glimmora, Snorlax. Cool looking artworks for sure. They're still doing their best. Gastrodon, also a card that people were talking about recently, as it shuts down all the bench Pokemon, the stage 2 bench Pokemon, their abilities. So Pidgeot EX, Dusknoir, Charizard, Gardevoir EX, they're all shut down. I know they can come into the active position and then still use their abilities, but sometimes they don't have ways to do that. I don't see myself like retreating my Charizard EX into Pidgeot EX just so I can use the ability, as to speak. Okay. More codes, more fun. Okay, let's see what we have here. This Wattrel is really funky for sure. Excadrill, Ninetales. Okay. Pissimian, Cryogonal, Dialga as a dragon type, and Robsca. 40 damage. If there are 3 or fewer cards in your deck, you actually stab 240. Can we make a very funky Robsca video where we're actually playing the most turbo deck ever? Squawkabilly, Pokestop, Carmine, and try to attack with Robsca time and time again. It's a stage 1, however, so kind of difficult to pull off in my opinion. Okay. Bronzong, Iron Bundle, Mousehold, Surfer, Shinotic, Applin, and Slaking EX. There's a lot to say about Slaking EX. First of all, if the opponent doesn't have an EX and V Pokemon in play, you cannot attack with it, which is very weird. But most top tier decks are playing EXs and V. Think about any top tier deck at the moment. They're all playing Rotom. They're all playing Luminion. They're playing stuff like Fazandipity. So EXs all around, and you're slapping 280. With a DTE, it's only 260, but still crazy damage output for Slaking EX. 340 HP is on the high end for a stage 2 EX. So it's not going to go down in one shot in most situations. Okay. More to see from Surging Sparks. Jasmine's Gaze is actually pretty interesting. During your opponent's next turn, all of your Pokemon take 30 less damage. So it's an effect that lasts for an entire turn. So that's cool. Terra Orb allows you to search your deck for a Terra Pokemon. Very simplistic here, but it's a very strong card in my opinion. Oh yeah, here we have Kilowattrel, or whatever it's pronounced. It's a bulk EX in my opinion. 40 damage plus 40 more for each lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. Nah, it's it's not good. It's not good, but it's an EX regardless. Probably going to be going around like 50 cents or something. Not great at all. Didn't even know this was in the set, to be honest. Like the EXs I pulled are not the dominant ones. I would love to have a Latias EX, as that's probably the most versatile EX out of the set. Be used in multiple decks. There's a Palkia, also a dragon type, 40 damage for each basic energy attached to this Pokemon. Yeah, still all bulk cards right now. I think I haven't pulled a single one that I said like, oh, we're gonna be making decks with that. So at this moment, yeah, not any crazy chase cards have been found, unfortunately. Yeah, we're almost halfway through, so there definitely needs to be. I wonder what the alt art or something will be, or a gold card would also be nice to pull. A little bit of bulk here. Alolan Ductrio, Wuchan, Glimmet, and Zerude. So lots of legendary holographics, to be honest. So that's nice. But on the other hand, it's not going to be doing too much here. 80 damage, and you may put all energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand, and then 80 more, 160. Have we? I think it's similar to something. I think there was a Lapras, I think, at one point that had something similar where you put all the energies back. Or maybe it was, yeah, it's Kyogre, right? Kyogre in something like a Chimpao deck. But Chimpao is really bad. There's also a Azumarill. If the opponent, if you have any Terra Pokemon in play, you can actually use this for a single Psychic Energy. So a one-price Pokemon being able to slap 230 quite easily. This might be better than I gave it credit for in the top 20 best cards video. Togekiss, when the opponent's active is knocked out, you flip a coin. If heads, you take an additional prize card. So if you want to test out your luck, it is finally time to test out a Togekiss in your 60. I've seen like 101 lines with rare candy in list just to try out that additional effect. If it happens like once, it actually can swing games. Ceruledge, not the correct one, by the way. We need the EX, the Chill Teaser Toy. Put an energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon in their hand. Okay, how about this in control decks together with Crushing Hammer, right? Here is a Sea Titan. Whoa, look at that. An illustration art looking super nice. And an Iron Crown to finish it all. So two of these illustration arts, 3 EXs currently. So that is currently what we're dealing with. And on the first half of the box, come on. More stuff is coming. There's an Eevee. Definitely take a look at it. You definitely need 4 of them in your binder as Eevee. There's going to be like Flareon EX and stuff coming, and it actually can evolve as long as this Pokemon is in the active, it can evolve on the first turn. So that's cool. Gravity Mountain slaps down, or actually reduces the HP of stage 2s by 30. So stuff like Charizard EX only has 300 HP then. Spheal, Bronzong, and Tatsugiri EX, another bulk EX. So interesting to see. It has 100 damage output and it goes through any effects. So in that sense, you could put it in a Regidraco deck to deal with stuff like Mimikyu. You can also look at the top 10 cards of your deck. You may put any number of Pokemon you find there onto your bench. And then shuffle the other cards back into the deck. So it's a really crazy bulk EX. No more to say. 4 EXs, 2 illustration arts pulled so far. A little bit of everything. Braxis, Meddling Memo, Appleton. Little extra drill and Gouging Fire. One prize Gouging Fire that is able to slap 100 damage. And if the opponent has 4 or fewer prize cards, you're actually slapping 170. Is it worth it to put it into your Gouging Fire deck as a solid one prizer? Probably not. So this set doesn't have too much great things to offer except for like the Ace Spec cards. I think the Ace Spec cards could definitely be considered in specific archetypes. Let's hope we pull a couple of them so I can give some examples. Phoebus. There's also a Milotic in the set. Deduction Kit. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back in any order. Shuffle and put them on the bottom of the deck. Okay, interesting. Altaria, Kecleon, Charcadet, and another Cofagrigus. Yeah, this time around, I think I pronounced it perfectly. Let's see. The Rotom that wants to... Okay, we have an Ace Spec. You can see that already. So the Rotom that's going to be discarding your item cards and tool cards. Koraidon is actually pretty good. I think it's one of the better cards we've pulled so far. It's an ancient Pokemon, and if you attack with an ancient Pokemon during your last turn, you can slap a ridiculous amount of damage. So I think that's not bad. Dragon Elixir allows you to heal 60 from your Dragon type. Goldango. And there's the Miracle Miracle Headset. It's actually Versus Seeker twice. So you can get 2 supporters back from your discard pile. That means you can play a lot of one-off supporters, I would say, and then reuse them when the time is right. But you actually will need to draw into this card, which makes it pretty tricky. Chimpao here allows you to, if you slap it down on your bench, discard a stadium in play. So pretty similar to Marshadow in that sense, where we were able to discard stadiums. But then we had something like Chaotic Swell in the format. And with Chaotic Swell, there was no way to bounce the stadium. So then we actually wanted to use Marshadow to get rid of the stadium, but no longer that necessary. All right, a little bit of everything. Landers, as mentioned, lots of legendary holographics, 30 damage, attaching energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Not gonna see play, unfortunately. And that's the last pack of the left side of the booster box. So if people were counting, we have about 4 EXs here. There's an Alolan Diglett. All right, Quaquaval, which is an uncommon. So they are actually given the uncommon treatment to starters. And this one actually does get the holographic treatment, Ceruledge. Ceruledge, yeah, that's the one. Okay, time for the last part. We can do better than this one, right? I haven't pulled like any crazy item cards I really want to be using in decks currently, so deduction get like it's like just super average stuff, to be honest. Again, another holographic. So the legendary Tapu Koko. And yeah, Tapu Koko used to be super nice. I remember like in Guardians Rising where we had the Tapu Koko that could fly into the active and absorb all the energies. We had Tapu Koko Prism Star. It's been a while since that actually had a great treatment for a great card. Registeel, interesting. I didn't even know that it was in here. Is this the better Registeel? 60 damage plus 10 more for every damage counter on this Pokemon? Probably not. I think the other Registeel is still better. Can Registeel work out in this format with the carrier trolley or whatever it is? Yo, we have a full art. It is Cyrano. Search a deck for 3 EXs and put them in hand. Will this see play? Maybe as a one-off. I think it is not too bad as a full art. Getting 3 EXs from the deck. Is it better than just playing Capturing Aromas and all that? Like, our search cards are not that great. We have Nazball, Ultra Ball. Now we do gain Dust Ball, I suppose. Tapu Lele. Yeah, there was a lot of Tapus in that pack. Tapu Lele as well as the Tapu Koko. Let me know in the comments below what you actually already pulled from the Surging Spark set. I want to know your best hit from the set. Terrapagos, I think that's actually not too bad. This actually allows you to charge up 3 basic energies of different types and attach them to your Terra Pokemon in any way you like. That's actually not too bad to pull because this Terrapagos might actually be viable in specific archetypes. Okay, let's put that one over here. These are the pulls for now. Not too impressed with it so far. But yeah, it's nice to see these new artworks. Applin, Duraludon, Registeel again, a Spatra, Victini, Snorlax, and here we have Palossand EX, another bulk EX in my opinion. It actually slaps 160 and the opponent cannot retreat during their next turn. Its other attack allows you to put all the bench Pokemon to 100 HP remaining. Not exactly playable in my book, so another bulk EX. So that's like 5 bulk EXs in a row. Where is Ceruledge? Where is Archuladon? Let's go. I would be content with like at least one of those as an EX. Okay, what do we have here? Koraidon. It is actually my second Koraidon. I think you most likely only will need one in maybe your Ancient Box deck, maybe your Raging Bolt deck. Could be useful as a one-off instead of like relying on Slitherwing. Although Slitherwing, oh, here's Counter Gain. That's actually a very great card to pull. Counter Gain allows you to attack for 1 cardless energy less if you are behind in prizes. So that's cool. Dialga. I think that's the only useful, one of the few useful items / tool cards. Like tool cards are no longer items. I know, crazy times. Execute. We have Rodon, Jasmine. Another legendary, Xerneas, unfortunately not that playable, a Robska, and that's about it. Come on. Can we pull a chase card? Let's go. Spotra here. There's Gouging Fire and Registeel. So if you're a fan of the legendaries, you'll love this set. There's a lot of them in there. All the way from older ones like Registeel to newer ones like Gouging Fire. Even a little bit of Sun and Moon with Tapu Koko as well. So, okay. Terra Orb, I think that's also not too bad, I guess. I did pull one before. Okay, there's an Alolan Duck Trio as the illustration rare. Or the illustration art. Another Tapu Koko flying out. Yeah, we're near to the ending of the video. So you do see a little bit of everything in this box. Coffee I think that's my 3rd Coffee. Should I make Coffee with Frostlass? Interesting. I think also the set will be playable on TCG Live as soon as, I think, next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, you could definitely have a little bit of fun with that. Double Gastrodon, I think also not too bad, I suppose. We only need like maybe one of. But yeah, Gastrodon, will it be the way we can stop Dusknoir? Probably not, because they can Dusknoir loop. In that sense, it's like they promote Duskull, they blow up their Dusknoir and then go into the next one because the active ability of stage 2 is not shut down. Second Terrapagus. So 2 Terrapagus, 2 Koraidon. I think I have 3 Gastrodon. Alright, there's about 4 packs left, so can there still be an incredible hit coming? Annihilate, Tapu Lele. Yeah, the illustration rares are pretty cool though. Okay, looks like we do have an Ace Spec. Will it be a very playable one? Come on. It is the Brilliant Blender. In my opinion, not that crazy, but it sees play sometime in Ceruledge decks to help accelerate their attack damage output. You can discard 5 cards from your deck instantly. You might think, oh, we should play this in Lugia to discard our Archeops. You could play it in an Arvin build, but then you cannot rely on Legacy energy. So the good and the bad with this Ace Spec card. The second Ace Spec card, Brilliant Blender. We also have Energy Search Pro, which allows you to search your deck for basic energies of different types, as many as you want. So in something like a Goldango deck, that's kind of crazy. Or maybe the Carrier Ace Spec card allows you to fill up your bench to the max, which is also great. Terra Orb, another Eternatus. This Eternatus, yeah, who knows? It might actually see play. 230, although it is a basic. It needs to Mirage Gate. Okay, the last pack. Last pack magic, who knows? Smoochum, Gravity Mountain, Togetic, Pansear, and Iron Crown. So yeah, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty average box, I would say, but it was fun opening packs from the new Surging Spark set. If you guys are interested in buying Surging Sparks products, if you're a European, definitely head over to CARDMARKET.com. You'll be able to find plenty. Also, if you want to have sleeves to protect your beautiful cards, head over to DragonShield.com. Use the coupon ZAPDOS5 to get 5% off. And yeah, if you're looking for more code cards, I did put a couple of them on screen, but yeah, the people that are watching the videos very quickly already redeemed those most likely. If you need more, head over to PotownStore.com and you're gonna be able to get yeah, 5% off using the coupon ZapdosTCG. And last but not least, TC Evolutions. If you want ability tokens, damage counters, you can get 10% off using the coupon ZapdosTCG. The links are down below, so definitely check them out if you haven't already. Let me know what your best pull was from Surging Sparks, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG action. Thanks for watching. Peace.